Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, beautiful people. My name is Francine, and I'm here with my channel and my old setup for my channel, The Hermetic Herald. I'm here for another reading. I'm going to be doing a reading on a celebrity couple. I'm going to be doing a reading on Heroine Tiffin, and also Tiana Sinclair. I want to just make sure and reiterate that I don't know much about the two of them, but I have done a reading previously on Hero. So if you're interested in readings relating to Hero Tiffin, please check that out. I think you'll really enjoy it. The last one I did was on Josephine Langford. So it's just about their friendship or their dynamic. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. I treat all of my readings, just as a disclaimer to everyone, I treat them the same in that I come into this blind for the most part. There are some artists that I'm going to know information and insight about, so I won't be completely blind, but I will purposely remove any biases or try to focus in on what the cards are saying and what my guides are saying so that I get an overall picture that is clearer and not muddled by bias, okay? So I want to say that before I start. So let's see what's going on with these two. What I would like to do is I'm going to be looking at this spread here for the number, for this dynamic and this couple. We're going to be looking at what Hero wants in a relationship overall with anyone, what he looks for, and then we're going to look at number two, what Tiana looks for and wants in a relationship. Then we're going to take a look at the dynamic between them, their past experience in love, their current experience, and their future experience, as well as the first step to improving their experience or their advice, basically. From there, we're going to go into their archetypes, see what kind of personality they bring to the relationship, but we're going to look at their light attribute and dark attribute or shadow attribute, what they could kind of look out for with regards to this dynamic here, okay? So let's start off with the Crow. I want to start off with this tarot deck. What's interesting is I'm already feeling this and I'm hearing Hero. All right, so we already have Hero's wants in a relationship. Let's look at what Tiana wants in a relationship with Sinclair. Okay, we got that one. So let's keep going. What is the dynamic between them? What is the dynamic between these two spirit guides, angels, ancestors? Please help us understand what the dynamic is. That's going to be number 3. Number 4 is going to be their past experience in love. What was Hero's past experience in love specifically, Spirit? This is Hero. What was Tiana's previous experience in love? Wow. Okay, so we have a number of cards for her. Put it on the side. All right. And then we're going to look at what is their current experience. What is their current situation like? Current situation between these two people. Current situation between Tiana and between Hero Tiffin. Okay, beautiful. I'm feeling 2 cards. So let me just put that, and then this is important. Interesting. I'm feeling this one as well. All right, a lot of information there. What is their future experience, Spirit? What is their future experience like? What is their future experience like? Oh, that's gonna be so... Just wanna make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? Yes, okay, future experience. And then what is the first step to improving their experience? First step to improving their experience. Okay. All right, we are good to go. So the bottom of the deck here, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. So let me just tune in for a moment here. I keep hearing settling the thoughts. So I feel as though this might be an initial energy, but it also dips into their current energy. What I'm feeling strongly is that they felt initially very protective of themselves with each other, protective of their heart, because I feel like they have a lot of emotions beneath the surface. Very strong Cancer energy here. When I see the King of Cups, it makes me feel that Hero is largely the contributor of the love here in this with this card. I feel like he has a lot of love to give, and he has a lot of emotions to express. I feel as though at first they were very private with each other. They were very careful with each other because they were afraid of how people would perceive things, or how they would even perceive the dynamic between them. They were very in their heads about this whole situation. Let's see what it looks like now though. So let's start off with number one. What is Hero's wants in a relationship here? We have the Eight of Pentacles. He wants a partner. He wants someone that he can work on things with regards to even business. He might be interested in someone who is able to have a solid business, a solid footing in their business, in their career path. He also appears to want someone that's willing to work hard on their relationship, work hard and do what it takes to maintain a relationship. What's interesting is that his card and the card that was chosen for Hero's energy is a pentacle. So it's about material growth. It's a very grounded energy. He just wants to know that when he's in a relationship, he wants both parties to be working on and chipping away at whatever it is that needs to be chipped away in order for the relationship and dynamic to work together. Very logical, practical way of looking at things. All right, so that's number one. What is Tiana's wants in a relationship? Page of Pentacles. They both have pentacles, guys, so they're very logical, very grounded energies. I don't know what their signs are, but they might have significant earth placements. Page of Pentacles is friendship. She wants to be able to have a friendship, a solid friendship with someone before doing anything. She wants to feel like there's something to work on. There's something they can work at together. She feels like she likes to see relationships, to see them for their potential in the beginning of starting something very grounding, very positive, very practical. Interesting energies coming through for these two already. Okay, so the third one, right? What is the dynamic between them? Let's go into the dynamic between them. We had two cards. First card is the Two of Wands, so their dynamic is the Two of Wands, and we also have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Pentacles are coming through a lot for them. Okay, earth energy, stability is coming through for them. So their dynamic right now is that they tend to work together on planning things. You see how these two birds are perched together with their backs against each other? I feel like they lean on each other. Okay, they lean on each other and they make plans together. They make they focus on what they can create, what they can plan, initiate. They work together. I'm hearing team builder. They're very good at building up a team, very good at building up a unit with each other. They have a lot of balance, because in order for there to be a family with the Ten of Pentacles, to have a legacy, there needs to be two people that are working on creating a dynamic that is running very effectively. Wow, their energy is very stable, very solid, but they're also very like excited, or more so like they venture into the unknown. They try to make plans on how they can acquire what they want. They focus on working together, on applying their pentacles, what they know, their means in order to come together and create something beautiful. Wow. So they're very good at working together, very strong friends. It feels like a strong dynamic between them with the pentacles coming through. So let's look into Hero's experience in love in the past. We have Temperance. Okay, so there was a balancing effect in his relationships. In the past, he's had more of a like tit for tat, or like an understanding between his partner in the past of give and take. But what I'm seeing here, what's interesting is intuitively I'm seeing this bird that's pouring into this cup, and I don't see it, I see it stagnating. So I feel as though he starts off willing to open up and to share and to give to someone, and I feel like he might have felt some stagnancy. And when he feels that stagnancy, he needs to return to balance and return to self. This bottom part of the card looks like pixelation, so I'm not sure if he had an online connection in the past, where it was primarily from someone he met online and he was interested in them and they were interested in him, and it started out well, but then it didn't really go anywhere. Maybe unread messages. I'm seeing unread messages or texts. So there's something here about it not being balanced. Him seeking balance was what he needed in the relationship. So his past experiences was finding balance within himself so that he didn't feel out of balance and out of whack with someone who wasn't reciprocating the energy that he was expressing to people, to his partner. Very interesting. What was Tiana's experience in love? We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Judgment in reverse. Okay, so we had something that didn't close out well. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it was very uneven. It was not very, not balanced at all with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is not her energy of what she wants in a relationship, mind you. So in the past, she felt like she was I'm hearing controlling or trying to control a situation to the point where it was almost forcibly she was trying to hold up some situation with the Wounded Warrior here, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and it was really knocking her off of balance. And there wasn't this official judgment call where the person communicated and they communicated what they felt. It probably just ended abruptly. She was trying so hard to keep this going, but she was too tired. So that's the energy of what I'm getting for what her past was like. Very uneasy, very not stable, which is her energy of what she wants going forward. So she wants something that she didn't have in the last relationship, which was that stability, which was founded on friendship here with the Page of Pentacles. And she's seeing that with him. Look at the Ten of Pentacles, guys, and the Two of Wands. Not only is she able to find stability so far with him, but she's also looking at the future and looking at how she can plan with him. Look at that, guys. I feel like the Japanese cherry blossoms are significant here. They're blossoming is what the energy feels like in this reading. Let's keep going though. What is their future experience? Let's see. We already did past, and let's look at their current experience. The Empress, whoa, the Devil, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. So with the Empress card, that can always denote either abundance, about I don't know why I'm hearing frivolity. I'm hearing frivolity, which is something about, it's like not taking something seriously. I don't know if there was someone in the relationship that didn't take it seriously and didn't see how abundant their relationship started out as, because I feel as though the Devil is here with that. So I don't know if someone took advantage of the fact that it was so easy between the two of them and maybe sabotaged it. That could happen. There could be some restriction and fears surrounding something that's so abundant and positive at first that it kind of took out or choked or affected the love in the relationship. What's interesting is that we got the King of Cups earlier. So this feels as though this is Tiana's energy. I don't know if there's some fear in her part or on her part. Fear in regards to a relationship and fear of of being in bondage to somebody. We'll see as we go forward. But the Empress is here, and that can also denote a pregnancy. Now this is about their past or their current experience. So it seems as though there's some fears here that need to be settled, but there's a lot of abundance. It came really quickly for them, guys. It feels like it was something that was there in the beginning and it was really apparent, but something is trying to choke out the love in some form or fashion, and we'll look into why. But we have their current experiences as that, and what is their future? Seven of Wands, standing your ground. That's defensiveness. Okay, so we're getting a bit of defensiveness coming in for their future experience. That could either be them protecting themselves, protecting their relationship, or this could be them protecting themselves from each other and closing each other out. I feel like this is more so them standing their ground in the relationship and protecting what they have at all costs is what I'm hearing. So with regards to the current energies, it seems like they're going through some fears in regards to either pregnancy or fears in regards to expanding on their relationship, of addressing some of the fears and some of the emotional. There feels like there's something out of whack with regards to Tiana's emotional stability. Something's going on with her there, so we'll see. But what is their first step to improve the experience going forward? They seem protective of each other. What can they do to improve their relationship? We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, generosity, love, contentedness, being content with where they're at. They need to remain content, because I almost feel as though they plan and strategize together on what they want to do. But there needs to be this energy of addressing any lack in their emotional state, of feeling like they're not enough for the other person. I feel like Tiana doesn't feel like she's enough for him sometimes, and that is her fear. In reality, she's an empress. There's a need for her to recognize who she is completely. Why is the Queen of Cups here, Spirit, for their current energy? Why is the Queen of Cups here for their current energy? I don't know why I'm hearing Queen of Niger. Interesting. That's like, I think that's Nigerian. All right, the Fool in reverse is coming through. The Page of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. The Moon in reverse. And we have the King of Wands in the Tower. I'm going to take these upright, because if I have that many, it means that the deck is upside down. Okay. So let's see here. The Fool, the Page of Wands, the Lovers, the Moon, the King of Wands, and the Tower. Wow, guys. We have four major arcana clarifying this. So what I'm seeing here, so to clarify it with the Queen of Cups, her emotional state here, they decided to, I'm hearing take cover. They decided to start this relationship anew and to pursue a relationship, but it was in obscurity or in quiet, in secret. When they decided to take it in secret, I feel like they started planning and making a lot of plans together, but it's happening so quickly that I feel like she's maybe feeling a little bit unstable and kind of caught off guard by how quickly things are happening for them. We have the Hermit, we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. Why is the King of Wands here, Spirit? Alright, so we have the Three of Cups and the Hermit. I almost feel like they have to decide to break out. If they don't break out and tell people, it's going to affect the relationship. I feel like, so I'm feeling really strong. I'm hearing Queen of Niger over and over and over, guys. So I don't know why her ancestors are telling me that. Maybe it's her background, her demographic, but something about Nigeria is coming through. And then I feel as though Queen of Cups energy in the reverse, it feels like she's feeling like she can't contain the joy anymore. She can't contain the love that she has anymore. She can't contain the desire that she has for more. And I feel like that's going to produce a Tower moment where he's going to have to come out and say something about this, because I feel as though they have a very strong connection here. With the major arcana coming out, 5 out of like the majority of these cards, it feels like she's trying to say, I'll burst at the seams if we don't talk about this or tell people about this. And with the Moon, it's like it's been in obscurity, it's been in secret for so long. I feel like she can't handle that anymore, and it's becoming like it's really affecting the relationship. Okay, so that's what I have there for this section on their current relationship. They started new, fresh and new, and they focused on themselves, on being isolated, not letting people get into their world. But I'm feeling really strongly that there's this need for them to break out of this energy, because it's producing stagnancy, and they're trying to like pursue a lot, because the Two of Wands is here. That's planning something, but this is coming through the Three of Swords. Heartbreak. Okay, her heart is breaking, basically, is what I'm getting. All right, let's get into their archetypes. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Can you please provide me with an understanding of Tiana? What is Tiana's light attribute? What is Tiana's light attribute here? Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is Tiana's light attribute? Alright. And what is Hero's light attribute? Yeah, they told me this one. What is Tiana's karmic attribute? What is Tiana's karmic attribute? Okay. And what is Hero's karmic attribute, or shadow attribute, I should say. Whoa, he has a lot, guys. Okay. So bottom of the deck here is dilettante. I feel like they both delight in the arts without having to be a professional. They have a number of gifts and talents that they bring together. I feel like they're very multi-talented individuals. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. They have so many things that they could do with their arts, their skills. I feel like that's coming through. So let's start off with Hero. What is Hero's light attribute? We have Saboteur. Wow, did I not mention sabotaging this? So highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. I feel like I should read that to you guys. So for Saboteur, we have exposes fears and issues related to low self-esteem that causes you to make choices that block your own empowerment and success. When you make it an ally, you will find that it calls your attention to situations in which you're in danger of being sabotaged or of sabotaging yourself. So the good thing is that he's aware of his ability to sabotage situations. And he decides, I'm not going to sabotage this relationship. This is too good. This is too good for me. It's too good for us. So he's focusing on being aware of when he tries to sabotage situations. And I think the fear is the devil energy here. The fear of what people will do once the information is out. I feel like they try to hold on to it too tightly. And what ends up happening is that it will elude them, is what I'm hearing. There's a need for him to not sabotage the situation, and he's aware of it, so that's good. That means he's going to work on it. What is Tiana's light attribute? We have Hero, Heroine. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Look at these two guys. We have self-empowerment and empowerment coming through. These two are very, very similar in energies. They're very complementary. I feel as though they're both reaching towards this peak here with the Hero card, and they're focusing on self-development, on their growth, on their expansion together. They would be really good for like TED Talks. I feel like they would be really good working together for TED Talks. That's coming through for some reason. Confronts increasingly difficult obstacles to awaken an inner spiritual power and achieve a heroic vision that ultimately serves the tribe. Conquers survival fears that might compromise the journey of empowerment. So very good at looking at obstacles and awakening the inner spiritual power to achieve that vision. They're very focused on the future, guys. Whether or not that's with them together or separate, I feel like they're already working together on a future, and this is like a legacy together. They have a lot more in mind than you might think. Some people might think the Hero's just an actor, but I feel like he's going to be like a philanthropist of some sort. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was doing some work as well, like activism or work on empowering and encouraging people. Powerful energies. I see here for the shadow attribute for Tiana, we have companion. It is betrayal by misusing confidences and loss of personal identity. She has to be very careful of losing herself in this relationship, in this dynamic here, of losing who she is. I feel like they're very similar, but I feel like she might latch on to certain aspects of him that she needs to also kind of allow herself to be individual. I feel like they're like this. This was their card. They're very similar beings, but I feel like they might lose themselves in each other. Okay, he had a couple of these actually. We have the first one as prostitute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Look at how he had a card regarding self-empowerment, and now it's talking about being wary of losing self-empowerment, of putting material consideration or money over empowerment. So he needs to be very wary with the glitz and the glamour of being a celebrity and of letting that get in front of his relationship. He needs to be really careful about that. We also have virgin, fear of intimate union. He's very kind of careful with his sexuality. He might also he might have maybe hopes of doing that after marriage or committing to someone before he does that. Beggar, we have dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. I feel this is more of like an emotional and romantic sense, like depending on the affection of others to the exclusion of effort, of maybe being more needy in a relationship with the beggar card. We also have God coming through in the karmic, which is despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. He might feel powerful in his time right now, in his age, and also in his work. And I feel like he needs to be wary of kind of saying, oh, I'm this person, everyone feels this way towards me, and kind of dismissing maybe some concerns that Tiana has about certain things. I feel like she tries to talk to him about, hey, let's be reasonable, maybe we should do this and that, and he's like, nah, it's okay, like, look at me, I'm this person, I've done this and that. And I think sometimes he loses himself in the ego sometimes drives conversation sometimes when it comes to their relationship. He needs to be wary of that. We also have detective, voyeurism, and falsifying information. He likes to have some kind of like mystery to him. I'm getting like 7 of Cups energy, mystery, mysterious energy. He likes to kind of like give people an illusion of who he is and what he does, but he likes that. He would prefer you not really know him truly and intimately. He wants you to know maybe bits and pieces, but he's more so interested in looking at others and looking at them from afar. I wouldn't be surprised if when they were first interested in each other, he would just look at her social media or look for information and insight on her. He also tends to falsify information, so trying to like pretend or use like pseudonyms. He might be online looking at videos like this even and have like a fake name or something like that. Interesting, which is understandable when you're a celebrity. So let's go forward here. What are they healing together? Can you please help us understand that, Spirit? What is the shamanic healing message for these two? Okay, we have growth. Number 38. Are there any other healing messages that you have for Hero Tiffin and for Tiana? We have home. Wow. Are there any others here? Wow. We have psychic development. Number 5 coming through. Alright, bottom of the deck is movement into balance, beautiful, as well as past, present, future, and sacred space. They need to make space for this relationship to be more public is what I'm hearing. They need to actually make a decision here because we have growth, number 38, which reduces to 11. Let's see what that says for them to close. So we have the situation or time is one of rapid growth. The seeds that have been planted have germinated and taken root. Go with the flow of this growing time. You may find people and situations falling away from your life, as now they do not serve who and what you are becoming. It may be that your vibration is no longer resonating with theirs. That's okay. Wish them well, be grateful for what they brought to you and you to them, and send them on their way. Room has now been made for new experiences, people, and situations to help you to your next level. If you are not feeling the shift right now, be prepared because it will soon come to pass. They need to look at their energy and their vibration. Are they vibrating together or are they vibrating separately here? We also have home coming through, 44. This card represents a homecoming of the soul, of finding your tribe, of coming home. The situation you are inquiring about has the potential to be a homecoming, a safe and secure place that both nourishes you and facilitates your growth. Facilitates your growth, guys. Whether that be a school, a relationship, a job, or truly a home, go for it. All paths lead home. Home doesn't have to be where you grew up. Family doesn't always mean the people of your birth family. Look at an expanded meaning. Family are people who share the same core values and path. Home can mean a place you have yet to visit or experience, but once there, it feeds your soul in a way that gives you no doubt you are home. Alternatively, find your safe place. This is where the answers you seek will be found. Wow, there needs to be a sacred space for these two. They need to also recognize if they're wanting to create a home together or if they're wanting to be separate and find that home elsewhere. I also feel like they need to find home within themselves. First and foremost is what I'm feeling. That way they can grow together and actually say, hey, let's work together and let's be fearless about this. Let's be together, let's not care what people think, and let's just go for it. So with number 5 here, we have energy, psychic development. The energy and healing work you are doing now will enable you to heighten your sensitivity to the energy around you and others. This will assist you in developing discernment. Discernment is the feeling you get in your body that signals to you whether something feels right or wrong, your sixth sense, your gut feeling. The situation you are inquiring about is asking you to use your discernment. You do not want to take on others' energy, yet you do not want to close yourself off out of fear, and envision energy flowing through you like water. Take on too much and you can sink. Closing yourself off offers a very different energetic experience. When you let the water energy flow as it will, and neither embrace it or fight it, you are truly in the flow. Remaining at this elevated energetic vibration will allow you to tap into the realms of the psyche. They need to flow through this relationship and trust their gut. Alternatively, this card can signify a pull to take classes, workshops, or read books about psychic development. So they need to allow themselves to grow, continue upwards. I feel like they're like a plant pushing past the roots. They've already grown a lot without us seeing them in the isolation, in the quiet. They need to now just allow themselves to grow. I feel like they're getting stagnant because they're letting fear hold them back. They need to really make a decision now about what they're going to do going forward. Are they going to stay together or not? We have the Two of Cups at the bottom, the High Priestess, and we have the Three of Cups. They need to like revel in what this relationship has brought them. I feel like they're soul tribe. I feel like they are a soul tribe when I see the Three of Cups. Are they dating, Spirit? I just want to highlight. Wow, the Lovers is here. I feel like that's a yes. So let's ask again. Are they dating, Spirit? Just want to confirm. Because they feel like close friends. But are they dating? Yeah. We have the Page of Cups. And I'm feeling this card. Yeah, the Four of Swords is here. Are they dating, Spirit? One more card to confirm this. We have too many. Are Tiana, Sinclair, and Hero, Tiffin dating? Wow, Wheel of Fortune. This could mean that they either were dating at one point early on and then they stopped. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hanged Man is usually about deliberation, and usually the Hanged Man reverse is about moving out into a decision. Wow. Whoa. So they're very happy right now with each other. What's interesting though is it almost feels like they're not really connected, and they're kind of feeling detached from each other. Emotionally, there's some detachment with the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the dark, but there's a Ten of Cups coming out sideways, which typically indicates that there's like happiness that's always there between them. There's this joy between them. There's this love between them. There's this family dynamic between them. But it almost feels like they're together, but they're so quiet about it. Is that what you're saying, Spirit? Because I'm getting the Emperor, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Emperor keeps lying about this. And I feel like what's interesting is we have the Emperor, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. She's with somebody else, guys, and he's not being honest. Is Tiana seeing someone else, Spirit? Can you please confirm or deny that to me? Is Tiana seeing someone else? Because we got the Three of Cups. Is Tiana Sinclair seeing someone else? Wow. So, okay. What a weird dynamic between them, guys. So they have a friendship. They have soul tribe energy. They relate to each other. They're very empowering together. And yet she's not open. She's open to options right now. She has to make a choice. So basically, Tiana is actually seeing someone or talking to someone else. They took a waiting period and it took too long. While they were supposedly dating, there was a time where she felt really burdened and felt like she didn't make a call on whether she would stay with this King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Tower. It produced a Tower moment where she had to make a decision between the two of them. So Hero and someone else is in the picture here. Wow. I'm hearing off and on, off and on. So these two are off and on, but they have to make a decision here. What will they choose? Okay, because it seems like it's very complicated, and this is partly why he doesn't mention it. What will they decide, Spirit? What will Tiana decide? Because she has to make a decision at some point. Or they will. I don't know. What decision will Tiana make? Spirit, trajectory, as far as her current trajectory here. Wow. We have the Nine of Pentacles. She's going to decide to go it alone. She's going to decide to move forward alone. She's going to decide to, she's going to decide to walk out of the situation and focus on herself. Wow, this has taken a turn, guys. So the relationship is very complicated. It's like Hero is the Emperor that we saw earlier, and he was just kind of like, he's seeing her on the side. There's something about them like still having love for each other, but there's something about their dynamic being primarily about their legacy, about their like family type energy together, their closeness, their bond, their friendship. But then there's this energy of someone else in the mix, and it's really affecting her emotionally. And I don't even know if Hero knows this. This is the part that I'm really concerned about, is that this doesn't seem... I don't know if he knows this. If he does, he's very stuck in his head about it, because he hasn't made a label for this, or hasn't told her a label, made it clear. And I think that's why she decided to look into talking to someone else and looking into someone else in the meantime. Wow. I see her going on her own and focusing on herself and learning some big lessons in this. And I feel like she also needs to recognize soul tribe and recognize like when she's being drawn to people that she resonates with. Because I feel like that's what happened between her and Hero. She recognized him and she recognized his energy. And I wonder if they maybe decided to grow apart. They decided to like continue to be in their lives as friends. But they have like a flirtatious energy to them though. It's like a friends with benefits type energy. Interesting. And I just saw the Seven of Cups. It's like they never made a clear-cut decision here. Okay, interesting. Spirit, I think I'm going to end with a Moonology card for them, for the people watching this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Alright, we have these two cards. Let's end it there. And it says, your hard work is paying off, New Moon in Capricorn. And look what else we got. Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches and a time for healing. Yeah, these two are going to need to heal big time with how they address their growing pains is what I'm hearing. And learning big lessons about what truths they want to share with people and how they're going to allow themselves to open up to those truths and to express those truths right away, like to say who they are, their psychic gifts and abilities, of saying this is who I am, this is where I call home, and being honest with each other. It feels like they're learning that. So that's what I have for you guys today, a time for healing. So just I'm hoping for the best for them, for their highest good no matter what, but I know this cycle is approaching, so expect to hear something about this. What's interesting is I'm hearing 5. Is there a time frame for this, Spirit? I'm pulling this one. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna happen fairly soon. Yeah, so keep an eye out for this, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like any exclusive content, check out my Buy Me a Coffee, where I do also do personal readings if you'd like to book there, or you can support me through there, or Cash App, PayPal. I have so many other sources. If you're feeling like you're led to give in this energy exchange, I would really appreciate that. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have information down in the description box below as well. And you can always stay tuned by subscribing so that you can see all of the content as it comes in. But until next time, you guys take care.